Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy the Stock Dude back with another video. In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to build a watch list for tomorrow. That's right. Show you how to build a watch list that you can use to find stocks to trade for tomorrow. In this video, I'm going to answer 3 questions that a lot of people have right now that's trading stocks in the market. Question number 1, what stocks should I buy? Question number 2, how do I find those stocks? Question number 3, how do I trade around the coronavirus? Because right now the coronavirus is causing a global panic in all stock markets, not just in the US stock markets, but in the world's stock market. And a lot of people want to know exactly the best way to trade around the coronavirus fears. So in this video, once again, we're going to show you how to build a watch list that you can use for tomorrow. First thing that we want to do is go to my favorite, and I do mean favorite, stock website. Goes by the name of finviz.com. Now, when you get to Finviz, you want to go to the screener tab. Hit the screener tab, then come over to the middle section right here where it says all. Hit the all tab, and hitting that all tab just spreads everything out and makes it easy for you to see the parameters that we're going to place in our stock screen. This is going to help you find stocks to trade tomorrow. Just to put a disclaimer out there, I am not a stock expert, nor do I play one on YouTube. Anything that's shown to you is my opinion, and you make sure that you do your own due diligence before putting your hard-earned money on the line. This is my opinion. Do your own due diligence. Also, I want to let you know that if you find the content in this video helpful and useful to you, make sure that you hit that red subscribe button on the bottom of the page. That way you can subscribe to my channel and you'll be notified when I drop another video. So let's get back to it. We're going to show you how to set up a screener that you can use for tomorrow to find stocks to trade. First thing you want to do is come down to the drop down arrow next to where it says price. Change that setting to over $4. Now I like stocks over $4 because anything under $4 you're dealing with a lot of volatility, and the price movement is up and down real fast, and a lot of times you can get caught out there and lose a lot of money really quickly. So I like to trade stocks that's $4 or higher. That way I feel more stable and comfortable with my money on the line. Next thing you want to do is come over here to the average volume. Set your average volume to over 200K. Now this is kind of preferential for you, however you want to set yours. I like to set my volume to over 200,000 shares. That's the average daily volume, over 200,000 shares. Basically that just means the average shares that are bought and sold on the average trades either 200,000 or higher. Come over here to where it says relative volume. Change that setting to over 1. Now this relative volume over 1, that setting just means that everything that this screener finds is going to have more than the average amount of volume, which we set earlier to 200K. So in other words, everything this screener pulls up, the volume will be beyond 200,000. And the reason that's important is because you want to make sure that your average volume is less than your current volume. In other words, you want to find stocks that have more than the average volume in a particular day being traded. Because more than the average volume means that there's more interest in these stocks. And that being the case, they have the potential to go higher. Also, where you want to go over here to the end of this section where it says change from open. You want to change that up 1%. That just means that the opening price to the closing price, it is 1% difference from where the stock opened up to where it closed. In other words, it went up 1%. Then you want to come over to this tab where it says 20-day simple moving average. I want to change that to price above SMA 20. SMA stands for simple moving average. Price above that, change it to 20. Come over to where it says 50-day simple moving average. Do the same thing. You want the price above the 50 SMA. Come over to where it says 200-day simple moving average. Guess what? Same thing. Price above SMA 200. Now all that does is put you in a position to find stocks that are in an upward trend. Being that these prices are above these averages, price above this simple moving average 20, price above the SMA 50, price above the SMA 200, that means that the stocks that this screener will find are stocks that are above the average moving day average, and they're in an uptrend. They're going up. And I think that is it. Now, just to save some time, I'm going to show you some stocks that came up when I ran this screen. First stock we want to talk about, ticker symbol is EDZ. This is an emerging markets bear ETF. Basically what this stock is, emerging markets are markets that are underdeveloped markets, normally in the region of Asia, China, in that area. And being that we have the coronavirus going on, the Asian markets are being hit real hard. And being that this is what they call a bear ETF, that means when the emerging market stock market prices go down, like they are now because of the coronavirus, this ETF prices go up. So when the emerging markets are having a hard time in selling stocks, their stock market is crashing, this ETF works the exact opposite. So when the emerging markets are falling off a cliff price-wise, which they are at the moment because of the coronavirus, this right here will enable you to actually make money because of everybody else's selling fears of the coronavirus. So this is a good stock to keep on your watch list for a trade tomorrow. And just to see exactly how this shapes up, you see down here it says the average volume is 437,000, over 437,000. Today's volume was over 2.2 million, almost 2.3 million. So today's volume is quite a bit over 5 times the average. That lets me know that money is coming into this stock. And if you look right here, you can see it. These big green lines right here are volume spikes. That right there means this right here. When you see those big green spikes on the bottom, that volume lets me know that there's millions of dollars coming into this stock. So I would watch this in the morning, and if this stock trades above the closing price, which is $43.15, I would be right on top of it. Because if it trades above that price, and if the trade holds that price or higher, it's a good chance it's going to continue to go up. And once again, this rises in price when the emerging market stock markets go down in price. And right now, the emerging markets are going down in price. So it's a good chance by the time you trade this in the morning, this may already be up. So I will put this on my watch list. The next stock, ETZ. SY is the ticker symbol. This is called Etsy. Now, Etsy is an online marketplace to buy and sell goods. This is also a good stock that's not affected by the coronavirus. Now, this stock, you can stay at home and make money off of this particular company by being at home, because the coronavirus in China, they're making it so that a lot of people are not able to leave their homes to go to work. So if you're at home and unable to go to work, a lot of people use this service, Etsy, to buy and sell goods. So if a lot of people are using this service to buy and sell goods, why not use this stock to buy and make money? Said today this stock opened up at $55.42 and it closed at $57.92. Average volume 2.44 million, but today is over 5 times higher than average volume, which means the shares that were traded today were over 13 million shares when there's an average of 2.44 million. Today they had over 13 million. Once again, that lets me know that a lot of money is going into this company. So this is another stock that you can trade in the morning. I will put it on a watch list and look for a close above this $60 mark. If it makes it to that $60 mark and closes above it, or if it gaps up in the morning and holds that $60 area right here where this resistance line is, it's a good chance that this thing can go higher. And the next point of resistance is not until you reach the $70 mark. So I will keep an eye on it, because it's hitting this resistance area. You don't know if it's going to reverse and come back down. And if it does, I will wait until it comes down to the $55 mark and then ride it back up. But once again, if it gaps up, which means opens at a higher price and is above that $60 threshold right there for resistance, then it's a good chance this thing is going to go higher. So Etsy, I will keep an eye on that for a stock to trade tomorrow. Once again, I want to remind you that if you like the content that the Stock Dude is putting out, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That way you won't miss another video. Next stock. Now this one right here, I own this stock personally right now. Zoom Video. Now Zoom Video is a video communication platform. This company is used for businesses to have group conference calls. Once again, different areas around the region of where the coronavirus started in China, a lot of those people that have businesses are not able to really go to work. So this enables people in China and other places around the world to have a video conference meeting over the internet. That way, if you're at home and unable to go to work, you can still get work done. That's why this company is making so much money. And to be honest, the Stock Dude has made a killing on Zoom Video. And it seems to be so far really unaffected by the coronavirus and the fears in the market. Because this stock actually rose today. It went up over $6 a share, 6.24% higher today than it was yesterday. And if you see, once again, the average volume is 3.58 million. Today's volume was over 13 million. So that's more than 3 times the average volume that went into this stock today. So I would keep an eye on this stock as something that you can potentially trade for tomorrow. And as you see here, the high of the day was $118. So I would keep that $118 high in mind. And once it breaks through that $118 high, there's no telling how high this stock can go. And also you have an earnings report coming up on March the 4th. A lot of times that can make a stock rise higher into the earnings report if they are expecting good numbers. So I would keep that in mind for tomorrow. Also, one other thing I'm going to show you guys. This right here, Series B S&P 500 VIX short-term futures. This basically is a way to make money off of fear in the stock market, because right now the stock market is panicking and it's going haywire. Matter of fact, I'm going to show you exactly how crazy the market is. If you look over here and you see this heat map, look at all the red in this heat map. Yeah, if these blocks are red, that means that the stocks are down, lower in price today than they were yesterday. That is a bloodbath. It's only a few things on this whole page that actually did not crash. The Dow Jones was down 1,190 points, almost 1,200 points in the hole. That's the most that the stock market has fallen in the stock market's history. NASDAQ was down over 414 points in the hole. The S&P 500 was down over 137 points in the hole. And if you look at this candle formation right here, right before the time the stock market closed, you see this big red candle. It's like a flush. So that tells me that there's a good chance that tomorrow is going to be another bloodbath. You see the same thing on this candle right here for the NASDAQ. Another big red candle flushing out the average investor. Same thing on the S&P. Another big red candle that's flushing out the average investor. The whole stock market is panicking. But being that you are one of the lucky ones that watch this video, you don't have to panic, because I just showed you how to build a watch list for tomorrow. Once again, if you like the content of this video and you like what the stock dude is putting down, hit that red subscribe button. That way you won't never miss a video. I'll holler at you later.